Today I'm working on a 2017 BMW 330i. Just making a video talking about why it's not always a good idea to just take your car to whoever will change your oil for the cheapest. You know, a place that says they'll do it in 15 minutes or it's free. Stuff like that on these high-end European cars is not always a great idea. The dealership a lot of times even changes oil for very reasonable, I've noticed. I've talked to some guys. I don't personally, obviously I work at an independent shop, so I don't take my car in for oil changes at a dealership, but I've talked to some guys that tell me their pricing is super competitive, $60 on my buddy's Volkswagen or something like that for an oil change, and that's very, very fair. Honestly, we don't even change oil for that cheap here. The price on oil alone is, costs almost that much for just the parts, so they're doing it out of courtesy. And they're also, hoping to make a sale. Of course, they're hoping to, find you need brakes or whatever, like any other shop. The money is not in the oil change itself. And if you go to a dealership, you're likely to have them stand behind their job that they did. Anyways, so yeah, this car came in with super low miles, really nice, clean car. It came in with the oil filter like this, a bunch of oil pressure warning faults on the display. It says stop vehicle immediately, low oil pressure. It had 4 faults in the engine control unit saying that this thing was running low on oil pressure. This is it. It's a decent quality filter actually that they used here. It looks like a man or a Molly, but whatever the case, they just kind of rammed it in there all crazy and tightened it down real hard, and yeah, they didn't do it right, as you can see here. So this is something where that it seems like such a no-brainer, and a lot of times oil changes, people just think that an oil change is, super easy job. Anybody can do it. It's not a big deal. Just have the guys do it in the pit while I'm waiting in my, vehicle, and then drive off real quick. But it's on some of these vehicles, like back here, where this is located, it's kind of a fight, and you have to be careful with what you're doing. And a job as simple as an oil change can cause, catastrophic engine damage. I mean, even this car like this running around with low oil pressure may have damaged their engine. I'm sure it had some oil pressure, but it was low enough to trip the faults, and it's not great. It's not good for, bearings, and the money that they saved bringing it to a place that would do it for super cheap is just not, in the long run, is not worth it. It's the risk associated with it. So obviously, if you see those faults on the instrument cluster and it says stop vehicle immediately, you need to stop your vehicle as soon as you possibly can and have it towed to the shop that last worked on your car. That makes the most sense. If you had it done in a quickie oil change place and it was done for super cheap, you actually may be better off towing it to a separate shop, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, but they're going to be likely trying to diffuse the situation, trying to say, oh, it's nothing they did, they just the engine, these have problems with whatever, and stuff like that. So you may be better off actually bringing it to get a second opinion somewhere. That's another reason why just going to the dealership right away is a good idea. But not saying that they're always going to be the most honest with the whole thing, but they represent the brand, and they have more to lose than a small shop, that just does oil changes does. So yeah, well, thanks for watching this video. Just yeah, if you find a good, reputable shop that you've been bringing your car to for a long time, keep using them. So thanks for watching.